gonna start.
That's how it all started.
I don't even know if that will be on the capture.
Yeah, it might be happening during the TV intro.
Yeah, well that doesn't have a sound.
It will.
Now.
So I guess we're starting with my favorite Pokemon game of all time.
Crystal.
Also, just so you know, we're obviously not playing on a Game Boy that's being captured.
Oh no. There'd be a lot less clicking noises.
Yeah. I'm playing this on the SNES Mini. We have some custom settings. This is a ROM hack.
Oh yeah,
Perfect
what time
Crystal.
is it? It is 12:07 a.m. Yes. 7.
You said 7? Alright.
Whoa, 7? Yikes! I overslept.
Yeah, we're not the read dialogue people.
Well, I wanted to do Oak's dialogue, but now you're skipping it rapidly.
At least as fast as I can.
What a horrifying creature.
I hate its face.
Yes.
Reminds me of Pringles.
A face that launched 1,000 ships to run away.
New name. Gold.
Gold?
Yeah, like the manga.
Oh. You weren't even gonna give me the option of picking boy or girl this time.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, fine. Last time we were a girl.
Yeah, but also last time my brain was fried and I couldn't remember what to do, and since then I've been playing a little bit of Perfect Crystal so I could brush up before we do this run of it.
Nerd.
Oh, okay.
Haha!
Well,
Your
this
knowledge fails you.
This is I have two different ROMs. The one on the phone that I'm using is Crystal Kaizo, and this is just Perfect Crystal. Crystal Kaizo has like some different maps, some different levels, more Pokemon you can catch. This is more or less just Crystal, but you can buy some of the items that you had to wait for random number generators to get. And
also, we don't have to worry about trading to love.
Yeah, that's the best part. Yeah. Wait.
It is
It's
Sunday.
Monday now.
It's Monday now. Yes. No.
Unless it is and we look stupid, but I don't care either way. Yes, I know how to use my phone. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for asking me if I knew how to use my phone, and then me saying yes, and then you explaining how to use the phone.
That sounds like my mom. Hey, look at that suspicious person standing out of the highly advanced research laboratory.
Yeah, look at that kid with red hair in Japan.
Yeah, that's not unusual because this is an anime world. It'd be more weird if he had brown hair like the professor, but the professor is old, and old people have regular colored hair.
Just like real life.
Mm-hmm.
So
does that actually back up the theory that anime characters dye their hair?
Well, I mean, you know that Yami Yugi is doing something to his hair. He didn't come out looking like that.
Yeah.
Because, like, his grandpa has the same hair shape, but I think it's just because they use the same hair gel.
Probably. That or they have, like, whatever weird genetic thing that
Nah, man.
Saiyans have?
Growing up, I used the same hair gel as my grandpa.
Fair. They do live together.
Yeah. We had flat tops. He was in the Marines and would cut my hair, so I had to do the flat top thing when I was a kid.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah, because, you know, when you're a child, you don't have choices.
No.
People just do things and you have to go with it.
You don't get to choose what you eat. You don't get to choose what you look like. You don't get to choose what you dress. Until your parents
I think
decide
that falls under what you look like.
I meant, like, on the like, your body. Tattoos, piercings,
I'm not picking
hairstyle.
Fireboy. I'm just not doing it.
Fine.
There's more interesting fire-type Pokemon.
But didn't we pick the grass one?
Yeah, and the grass one eats it, so I'm picking Totodile.
Well, now I gotta start editing. At least it's early, so I don't have to watch too much of it.
Yeah, that is true. You know, 650 million idea. We could always, like, get a notepad of paper and do a timer and write down...
Oh, we don't even have a timer running.
Yeah, I know. That's also not a good idea, huh? I'm gonna nickname the Totodile. His name is gonna be...
Spurgle.
Spurgle? Or did you say Spurtle?
Spurgle. Spurtle works.
Spurtle sounds like a Pokemon name, right?
Yeah, it sounds like a Bizarro Squirtle.
I mean, which he pretty much is.
Yeah. Except it's like an actual dangerous predator instead of a turtle.
I still say that anyone who doesn't pick the starter in the first 2 gens is a sucker. Because how else are you going to take on the Dragon Masters?
With the dragon.
You're going to wait till the end of the game to train a dragon?
No, you're going to start the game with a dragon. Just because they don't call it a dragon doesn't mean it's not a dragon. Charizard.
How are you going to do that in Gen 2?
Oh, Gen 2. I thought you were talking about Gen 1. Gen 2.
Also, dragon is resistant to fire. That's...
What about flying?
What about flying?
Didn't Charizard fly?
Yeah.
So use the flying moves.
But he can't learn fly.
Can he not?
No.
I know he can learn cut.
That's terrible.
I was 6.
The only good HM besides strength on a Tauros is
it works.
Is surf.
Also, it doesn't matter when you level your Pokemon, your starter Pokemon up to level 76, and run through the Elite Four with it.
I don't do those kinds of things.
I was 6. I had a lot of free time.
I mean, while I agree with that, I never really trained Pokemon past 60. There was just never really a reason in these games.
I mean, I just kept running through Victory Road, killing everything in my path, and running through the Elite Four until I beat it.
Squirtle killed his first prey.
Alright, feeding bugs to a small crocodile.
When I was a kid,
right.
I didn't really understand the concept of grinding in Victory Road, so I would just play against, like, I would throw myself at the Elite Four, like throwing myself into a wall 100 times until my Pokemon would level up so I could kill him.
That is how you beat the Elite Four, when you have the logic of this child.
Of a child?
Of a child. I think of words before I say them.
That sounds
I'm sorry.
awful. I just let them fall out of my mouth.
That tends to be a good quality among people. Speak, or think before you speak?
Speak before you think? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get to a level where I actually have a stab move. So normally I catch a few Pokemon and then I level them all up to 10 before I fight Falconer.
I always get my starter Pokemon to evolve before I fight the first gym.
To evolve?
Mm-hmm.
God, what level does Squirtle evolve?
16?
Like
14? 16?
Somewhere around there?
Yeah. Then I get a couple backups. Get them up to like a couple levels lower than that.
I honestly just wish... Like, I understand why they don't let you start with Pokeballs, so that way when you fight your rival, you don't automatically have multiple Pokeballs.
In the bag.
What? Oh, why don't you just ask for a beer?
We're on public access television. We can't talk about that sort of thing.
They're gonna hear you open the beer.
They can think it's just a regular soda. Now the illusion is broken. Monster? Think of the children.
Oh my god, we're almost 30 and we drink alcohol. Oh god, that's unheard of in America.
Yeah, but you know YouTube.
What? YouTube doesn't punish Super Mega and they talk about smoking weed.
That's true.
I think we'll be fine.
Of course, they're also already famous.
That is, well, like, internet famous.
YouTube famous. They bring YouTube money, so YouTube lets them get away with things like
okay, yeah, but then at the same time, then they go around and do things like demonetize Oni and JonTron, and I'm pretty sure both of them have more subscribers.
That is true, but JonTron doesn't post that a lot, and
Yeah,
Oni
which makes it
doesn't
even.
care.
But which makes it even worse.
Yeah.
And also, he's actually started caring recently. He's been posting stuff on Twitter and being like, "Oh, I'm re-uploading videos."
Really?
Yeah.
I assume it's just his compilation.
Yeah, some of the longer videos
They
get
just-
demonetized for random reasons, and then he uses the editor, and then they don't change anything, and then he complains on on Twitter to YouTube.
That's just because he already has a
And
reputation.
JonTron does the same thing, and then they both like each other's comments, and it's like, one of these where they're both sitting across from each other giving like a...
Yeah, the internet is just a giant conference table pyramid.
Conference table, that's a really good way to say circle. Can you say circle jerk on YouTube?
Well, I'm gonna have to look at. I looked at their rules earlier, and I don't think that'll get flagged.
Do they actually have like a comprehensive list of words that their AI looks for?
Looked at the rules. It didn't have an exact list. I looked for an exact list.
Because like, if I called you a jerk, I was like, you're a jerk. And then if I was like, your head looks like a circle, like both of those statements are true.
And then you called me a circle.
Would that get flagged? I don't know.
I don't know how smart the algorithm is.
Oh, and also don't let me just sit here and start off like talking about like these YouTubers that I watch and like. Like I don't have problems with these guys. If I was making that kind of money, I'd be jerking off the other people who work too.
Well, I mean, they're all friends.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
all started in the industry when the industry started.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like Bill Gates and
Yeah, except for with animation.
yeah.
I mean, it's crazy to think that I was uploading stuff to Newgrounds when they were, but nothing happened to me, and I have no internet career or
Yeah.
known animations or.
Got any of those names, those videos to drop, or your
My old Newgrounds handle.
Newgrounds handle?
I nuked a lot of that a while ago, but like the
Smart.
one long video that I had was called World of Teeth, and I think it got maybe like 800 views, and it was just an animation that was zooming into a guy's mouth, and there were a bunch of like
Have you ever
cavity
checked on it?
creeps, and they're all shooting each other.
Have you ever checked on it?
Yeah, I got rid of it.
Oh,
I got rid of everything. I got rid of my Gaia. I got rid of my MySpace. Like,
oh, my Gaia and my MySpace are probably still floating out there. You'll never
Yeah.
find them because I used a username that I don't use anymore.
in like
but
2008, it dawned on me that those things still existed and were connected to some emails that I was using at the time. So I like found them and got rid of them.
yeah, I can't get into those emails, so I assume that eventually they'll just get like statute of limitation, but for the servers of email distributors,
Like, I'm sure if there's some internet archive, you could find
like eventually.
evidence of some of that old embarrassing stuff. But
Yeah.
oh,
but
hey, a
you-
run button.
You just turned the turbo on?
No, I'm pretty sure it's just part of the ROM hack. Because you know how in 3rd gen they had the running shoes? I figured it's something similar. I just held down B out of frustration because I felt like I was moving too slowly and it happened to work.
That's right. They had that in the 2nd generation because the 1st generation was
They had it in the 3rd. It's not in 2nd gen. You get running shoes in 3rd gen.
Okay, yeah. That
Yeah.
sounds about right.
Yeah, you get running shoes and then you have the 2 types of bikes.
Yeah, it's weird that they give you shoes that make you faster and then a bike that makes you
Well, that's the
faster.
thing. When they introduced the running shoes, that's why they gave you the 2 types of bikes, because they were used to go onto different areas that you couldn't access by just walking.
True.
Because there's the fast bike, and that's the one that Acro, I think, and that's the one that
Yeah.
you get to. No, it's Mach bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when you get to go to Rayquaza, because you have to go really fast around that like zigzag maze.
I don't remember that.
Did you play Emerald?
No. I played Ruby.
Okay. I played Ruby, but then I guess like a few years ago, maybe it was like 5 or 6 years ago, I had gotten a copy of Emerald for cheap because it had no label.
Okay. I took a lost copy of it from my dad's ex-girlfriend's daughter because she just left it in the laundry.
Yeah.
And I told her it didn't work.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said that I got Ruby.
And then when she
Not
asked
in a
about it,
similar way.
I didn't put it in all the way. She didn't notice. And so I got a copy of Ruby. Or Emerald.
Emerald ended up being my favorite of the, like, Pokemon franchise as a whole, but this is my favorite for, like, nostalgia.
Yeah. Because I owned all 3 of the second-gen Pokemon games.
Yeah, same.
I only ever owned Red and Blue. I never got Yellow.
The only gens,
and I only got Red years later.
The only gens that I owned all 3 games for were the first 3 generations. But weirdly enough, despite having all of the second generation games, I've actually never in my life played Pokemon Stadium 2.
Me neither.
Which I would like to
What
buy
did it come out
and
for?
play. N64.
Really?
Yeah. Or Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon Stadium. Sorry, I was thinking of Pokemon Coliseum. That's the 3rd gen GameCube ones.
See, I always wanted a sequel to Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, honestly, I kept thinking that was going to happen with the Wii, since you can point the remotes and stuff.
Yeah, that should have been like a launch title for the Wii.
Either that or the Wii U, since the gamepad could be like a big goofy
big
camera. Yeah, but they never. For some reason.
And now
never
VR,
cashed in.
and there's, I mean, I guess Pokemon Go. Not really.
Well, it's not. It's made by Niantic. It's not even made by Games.
So why is there no Pokemon Snap 2?
I don't know. I think that's a missed opportunity.
Especially since
but then again, they could have just counted it as that weird offshoot category, because they were experimenting a lot with Pokemon when it was new and making dumb games that never really went anywhere.
Yeah, like Hey You Pikachu.
Yes.
Which turned into just the petting and talking system in Black and White?
No, it's like the most recent stuff. It was like XY, Sword, Shield.
Oh yeah, XY.
Like that stuff.
That's the last one that I owned. I haven't owned a Pokemon game since then, and I didn't buy Pearl, Diamond.
I have 2 copies of Platinum, because one was given to me, and the other was given to me as like a gift, because I was talking about how I'd never played them, and both of the people who had them were like, "Oh, this is the worst. Here, just take it."
I haven't bought a Pokemon or a Nintendo product since the Wii.
I collect their weird small stuff, like the mini that we're playing on right now.
Yeah, I had a DS at one point, but then it broke eventually. Then I was borrowing one from you.
Yeah.
I gave that back. I have my SP classic NES skin and a bunch of games for it that I never play because all the batteries are dead and I can't see.